Radio Rahim with the Haymaker. David Haye made a lot of hay tonight for your fighter. You know, everybody's going to go home rich. I said before the fight off camera, I was like, yeah, I think Fournier's got more than people think that he has. What did we see tonight?
We saw what I considered a YouTube-style fighter become a professional boxing, awkward. He kind of reminded me of Michael Venom Page, the way he was, the style, the bounce, the cross-stepping. He was doing a lot of good stuff in there tonight that, Joe takes a little while to get into it. Even when he's sparring his fights, he kind of warms into it. He didn't give an opportunity to. And that elbow at the end was something, was a beauty.
Now, to be fair, when I said what I said about Joe having more than people expect, that's exactly what you said before the fight. You're not just coming after this and saying this. You said, a guy who's awkward, a guy who isn't like a traditionally trained fighter can make a traditionally trained fighter confused and have some problems in there. Is that what happened in the first round?
Sure. Joe couldn't get his jab going. He got caught with a big right hand straight away as soon as the fight started. Just sort of woke him up a little bit. But he couldn't get his jab going. KSI's feet were nice and fast. He was very, very awkward, very ungainly. And I've never seen him. I haven't been in the gym. I saw him a year and a half ago spar, and that was a different person altogether. He must have really, really spent every single day in the gym practicing sparring to get that timing like he's got it. But the ending, very controversial, clean elbow. It looked very, very intentional. And if you're fighting on your own promotion, these things, if Joe done it the other way around, it would be a disqualification. But it's boxing. That's the game we're playing. And Joe knew that coming into it. He knew if it went to the points, we ain't going to get the decision, obviously. But he didn't think there'd be something like that.
Is that a bit of craft on the part of KSI, knowing the game?
It's business. It's the business. I don't agree with it. If Joe owned the promotion, and he could finagle it in whichever way you wanted to, it's part of the game. When someone comes to Vegas to fight Mayweather, they've really got to rinde around significantly to get it in because he generates so much money for Vegas, and it's part of the game. Same thing with Canelo. It's just a game. But occasionally a fighter goes out there and does enough to overshadow that. Joe thought he could. What it wasn't enough tonight. Not that. I'd like to see it again. I'd like to see him run it back again. But Joe would have to do something significantly different next time. It wasn't looking good early doors. He got a couple of jabs off, and that was it really. That was it. He looked older. He looked older in there tonight, or KSI made him look older. But now he knows what is up for it. I was not expecting that at all. So credit to him, but that was a bit strong. It was a bit Muay Thai. It was in terms, if this was a Muay Thai fight, you'd say, well, that was perfect punch. That was elbow perfect. Straight through. It was the rotation, the timing. It was a thing of beauty. It was a thing of beauty. You wouldn't be able to get away with that. With the British Boxing Board of Control wouldn't let that happen. An amateur boxing association wouldn't allow that to happen. But this, you saw the first fight. This is what it is. It's like, and you kind of knew it. You know it coming in, so you got to take the rough with the smooth. You get. That's the thing. You get paid significantly more here, but it's a situation that you got to deal with as on the fly.
Lastly, we saw Tommy Fury climbing those ropes immediately after the fight. What you saw from KSI tonight, what you saw from Tommy and Saudi, has it changed your mind about how that fight might go?
I think he knocks Tommy Fury out real easy. Like off the strength of that, and Jake Paul as well. I think he beats both of them off the strength of that first two rounds and the elbow. If you like to chuck elbows, what's they going to do? Even without the elbow, the shots that he was throwing were very, very crisp. Timing was right. To step back, he did some really nice stuff around it. But it was just very, very, very classy. I liked it, and I just think that style that he's doing is so unorthodox. It's so very different to what anyone does in traditional boxing. The same reason that Michael Page has so much success is because he's got this karate, Muay Thai. When he gets inside, he's got the grappling side. So it's a different sport sort of thing. But obviously we've got to start watching them elbows. It's like, it will start changing it. If you allowed elbows, okay, now what else? You'd have to kick someone in the head. What are the parameters? Are they gonna review it and then say, well, it's an accidental elbow? You say accidental clash of heads, but are you allowed to? Is he allowed to headbutt? If you can elbow, can you headbutt? Well, at least let's start figuring out what the rules are for this Misfits thing. Obviously, if it gets logged as a legitimate knockout, then elbows are allowed. Then at least let's figure out what the rules are, and we'll take it from there. But people are getting paid significantly more than they're getting professional boxing. So fighters chuck elbows,
Maybe we drop an octagon around the ring next time out.
They're doing a tag team thing. They're talking about doing a tag team thing. Let's mix it up. It's evolving. The sport's evolving. It's evolving.
Well, you are always evolving, always at the cutting edge of the sport and the money making. Wherever there's money to be made, I see you right up front making that dough. So it's always a pleasure to take your very valuable time. I appreciate it. Radio Rahim with the Haymaker, David Haye.